Hello again at RE7 Talks. Today with Cosmin again.
Again,
Hello,
hello.
Cosmin.
Hello. Thanks for having me again to talk
Of
about
course.
something even juicier than email marketing. And that is
Exactly.
drum roll.
Last time we had email marketing, and this time we have how
Aha,
can
loyalty
loyalty
programs.
programs transform your e-commerce business? So
Indeed.
we dived a bit into it the last time already in email marketing, but then we went already like we said, no, we need another podcast. It's too much. I know our last podcast was almost an hour, so I think it's time for a second podcast on this interesting topic, loyalty programs. So let's start with a simple question. Why are loyalty programs crucial for e-commerce businesses?
Well, the simple answer is because it's cheaper to convince somebody who already bought from you to buy again. This is as simple as it gets.
Mhm.
But there is more depths and layers to that. So basically, we split the customer journey in several steps.
Mhm.
First, we have the activities to bring people to your web shop, which is the acquisition marketing part, where you
Yeah.
pay the Google and Facebook fees. And then you have the conversion part, so making them buy. And this is also an important step to increase the conversion rate of your web shop.
Yeah.
Then you have the retention part, which means making people buy again. And this is done with a combination of factors, but basically is done by doing things properly, like
Mhm.
having a right price, having a right delivery, keeping the promise on delivery, keeping the promise on everything that is on the web shop with the real life.
Yeah.
What you see is what you get, basically. And then we have loyalty, and this becomes a bit more granular because for loyalty there are two types. One is a loyalty program. Loyalty program means an activity, a program
Mhm.
that you do in order to pay back the customer for buying from you. So if you buy again, you get 100 points. If you buy again, you get a free delivery. If you buy again, you get something that is important to you, the customer.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
this
kind
is
of kind of like as we had last time the example at Cut Mega Image. When you go
Yep,
there,
exactly.
all the time they ask cut mega,
Indeed.
so I get something off. I don't know exactly what. I think reduced price for specific products, but it's
Funny
kind of
enough, you
like
don't know what, right?
no, because I don't use it.
Indeed. So you get something for an action. Usually, the
Mhm.
action that is required from you is to buy from that store.
Yeah,
And usually, the reward is either discount or some kind of service, like free delivery or
yeah.
more elaborate services, like for example, in a maybe a jewelry or clothing store, you could have
Mhm.
access to the store to see the new collection before everybody else. So this kind of benefits. But there is one last layer to it, and that is loyal customers. And it's quite important to make a difference between loyalty program, which is
Mhm.
you do something, you get points, you use points for benefits, and loyal customers. Because, for example, some people are loyal to Apple products or BMW products or different kind of products or Netflix for that matter. But this is not because they get points. This is not because they are part of a loyalty program,
Yeah.
but rather because of the branding efforts and quality of the product and quality of the experience of using the product experience. So a lot of times there is a confusion between loyalty program and loyal customers. With a loyalty program, you cannot buy loyal customers. I mean, it's very nuanced, but it's really important to understand.
Yes, I
So
mean, this is a really big difference that you're saying that you can't buy loyal customers with loyalty program, because some business owners, I think, don't understand or don't see this when they want to introduce something like this. So you need already like a good product to get loyal customers, because if the product is not good, you can set up a loyalty program, but it doesn't help you to get more customers or
indeed,
customers that buy again from you.
and a loyal customer would not only buy again from you, would also tell his friends and family about you in a good way.
Yeah.
Like, I like this brand. And one simple test that anybody can do is this: if you have a loyalty program, think, or if you are courageous enough, do stop the program and see what happens. If when you stop giving points, basically, the sales drop, then you
Mhm.
don't have loyal customers. You have a loyalty program.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, as
Nice.
simple as that.
So this is something that you guys are doing when you work with customers?
Indeed, we are building the entire loyalty program from
Mhm.
multiple perspectives, from customer perspective, from strategy perspective, from actual working plan perspective, from finance perspective, because you need to do some calculations, from legal perspectives, because you need proper terms and conditions, from technology perspective, because a tool needs to manage the points and the discounts
Yeah.
and everything, and from the campaigns perspective, so managing and optimizing every week, every campaign, in order to bring more results, basically, with the loyalty program. This is why we do what we do.
Yeah, I mean, the legal terms, I just remember this thing with Pepsi. I don't know if you have heard when,
Yeah.
but but our
Please share the
big
story because it's nice.
as I understood, they did a loyalty program, and there was you can get what was it, an airplane, a fighter, and
An airplane. I think it was a Netflix or some kind of streaming service
yeah, on
series on the
Netflix it
topic.
was. I only started,
Yeah.
but I understood that they had also loyalty program, and they had this thing that you could get like an airplane in the loyalty program, and one customer was doing them because he reached this goal that they demanded of Pepsi, and then um, he wanted this airplane, of course,
Of course.
delivered. So legal point is really, especially in the USA, if viewers from the US are watching, is really important. um, Not that you need to give away an airplane or something else that you promised. And um, yeah.
Indeed, and this is why you need to do your financial calculations really well uh, ahead. And yeah, I'm going to come back to financials in a minute, but actually, there are a little bit more components to this. So you have the legal, the terms and
Hmm.
conditions,
Yeah.
you have the fraud prevention, and
Yeah.
you also have the what we call the abuse. So maybe it is legal, but the system is being abused, and this is borderline. Let me give you an example.
Yeah, I just wanted to
So
ask, an example would be good.
yeah, so you make a loyalty program, and
Hmm.
you customers can subscribe to the loyalty program, or in the case of Pepsi, to the raffle, right?
Yeah.
So some kind of winning something, and because it's email based, people can create 100 emails, and although it's just one person, it can create multiple emails really easy, and
Of
this
course.
is not illegal, but it is an abuse of the system, right?
Yeah, it's a
So
gray zone from my point of view where
it's
they,
very
yeah.
borderline.
Yeah.
Indeed. So here we need to think about this, and we need to think about this. This is a very narrow topic of loyalty programs, but why not? If you brought it up from two perspectives: the customer perspective, which might want to increase its chances, and they do something like multiple emails, but also from employee perspective, because things can be done that employees facilitate some big discounts for a friend of a friend, and then they split the benefits, and
Yeah.
again, might not be, this is, I think this is illegal, it goes more towards illegal, but you need to think about all this. And also, let me ask you a question. So I'm making a loyalty program for a fashion store, for fashion e-commerce. And what I do, I give points for every purchase, let's say, right? 100 points per purchase. And when you get to 1,000 points, let's say, you get a free product. What people do is somebody makes an account, starts buying, and all his or her friends start buying from the same account. And they reach really easy to the 10 orders. And then you give the free product. But your intention for giving the free product is to convince one person to buy and also the other persons. So
Yeah.
this is again very fine tuning, and you need to think about it. And sometimes loyalty programs are a bit like an afterthought, or not like an afterthought, like let's try this, why not? This kind of approach instead of, but this can bring a lot of money. Let's take our time and think about this. And if you want to work with a professional who does these loyalty programs and knows what you need to think about and comes with concrete proposals.
Yeah, I mean that was what you mentioned, that on one side they think, yeah, we should have something like this, or they see, oh, our competitor has this, we should also have something like that.
Indeed.
And I can fully understand, and it's also my experience, that there's not so much thought put in it to develop like a loyalty program, because you can get lots of financial gain from this if you do it correctly and if you
Yeah,
do it the right way.
absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I mean, we talked the last time already regarding email marketing. Of course, online marketing like PPC and so on is important. But for this loyalty program, you need to set it up once, to develop it once, and then it's running like a good old machine. And you don't have to invest again like budgets in Facebook or in Google. So it's like a really nice option for business owners in order to get like some money out of the customers that you already have. And you don't need to invest some extra money in, for example, Meta or Google. You just need to set it up once in a proper way, I guess.
Indeed. Two things here. First, you have first party data. So the customer willingly gives you the data, like purchase data, because this is
Yeah.
automatic, yeah, right, in every e-commerce store. So you are
Yes.
the owner of the data. You don't buy data or segments or audiences
Yeah.
from Google or Facebook. And second, the communication channel with your customers is a direct one-to-one communication. It's not one-to-many. You
Yeah.
don't, as we say, I don't know if it is a universal expression, fish with dynamite,
Yeah.
right? It's a more sniper approach to
Yeah.
communicating with the customer on an owned channel. This is your own channel. And a no cost channel, because email, it's basically no cost. You need to pay a tool to manage stuff, but the communication itself, there is no media budget.
Yeah, exactly. And coming now to the question, so how long does it take? So they come to you at Ecomasters, they did email marketing, and they say, hey, Cosmin, you and your team, I'm interested in this loyalty program. So how long does it take to set it up? What is your approach, and how long?
To get it started, it takes about 6 weeks.
Okay.
And we need to go together through some steps. And these steps are based on auditing your data from Google Analytics to your e-commerce data, the data that you have to see the behavior of the customer and the purchase patterns. And then we need to get insights from the customers. For example, we need to talk with the customers to ask them what would be more interesting for them, a free delivery or a free product.
Okay,
And
then let's go directly in an example, because we had this the last time, my sports nutrition shop. Let's go in my sports nutrition shop. I want to set up my loyalty program, and we dig deep in the data. We figure out, I don't know, people buy a lot of whey protein, and now you asking, for example, free delivery, or maybe like a protein shaker with the whey powder. So there can be several ways, I guess.
Indeed, but usually it's a more trial and error, or let's give a little bit of something
Hmm.
rather than let's talk with these people and see what's more important to them. It's a free sample important.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not, because I always feel like free samples are pushed to me. Rather, try this so you can
It's
buy it later.
like we want to get rid of it.
Yes, yes.
Here you have it. Or I have this at how's it called, where you order online the groceries, Freshful. They sent
Hmm.
me vegan things, and I don't want them, but it just gives them away, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want these things to
I
have. So
know.
do you give them calls, or how do you communicate? I mean, what do you propose to the client how to do this to get in contact with the client?
Yeah, we give them calls.
Hmm.
We talk with 10 people, five customers and five non customers, but people that are, for example, subscribed to the newsletter. And
Hmm.
they could be customers easily,
Yeah.
but they decided not to place the first order.
Yeah.
And then we validate whatever we learn from these discussions. We validate it with a Google form survey to
Hmm.
see that indeed their behavior and their opinions are very relevant. Fun fact: there was a few years ago a sport supplements, sport food store who did
Hmm.
a loyalty program based on purchases, and you could win a BMW,
Wow.
like a new Series 3 BMW. And
Nobody told me about this.
I
I
think
should
it
have bought
was
there.
more than 5 years ago.
Okay.
And it was a big thing. But if you think a new BMW, don't know, maybe 30,000 euro, Series 3,
Depends
let's
on the
say,
model, yeah. Hmm.
um, and you think this out of your annual marketing budget, because it was a long campaign. I don't remember how long, but I think it might have been a few months, maybe even 6 months.
Yeah.
And you take it out of your marketing budget and compare it with what your media budget is, then might not be such a big number. And for sure, in terms of emotional impact for people buying, and I'm guessing maybe younger people were buying, and BMW may appeal to younger generation, although I think
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
covers all generations. Then that incentive was a strong incentive. I'm curious, maybe the guy who did the program can write in the comments what was the result, because I only saw it as a customer, but I didn't
What was the
see the result.
company?
Megaproteine.ro.
Ah, Mega Protein. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we got the validation of what people want,
Hmm.
and then we need to start building, and building starts from objectives. And we have two types of objectives, of KPIs, which are
Hmm.
basically non-financial KPIs, like for example number of repeat purchases, and financial KPIs, actual sales values, and in the end actual
Yeah.
profit.
So
And then
when I say I want to increase my, I don't know, my profit, let's be simple. So you still use both types of KPIs, I guess.
indeed, I would dare to say that in anything you do, you need these both types of KPIs, that is leading KPIs and lagging KPIs.
Yeah.
In simple terms, it means leading KPIs are stuff that needs to happen to build the
Hmm.
foundation, and usually leading KPIs are non-financial KPIs,
Yeah.
like number of customers or visitors or conversion rate. This is not
Yeah.
money. And lagging KPIs are the result KPIs, which are usually money, not necessarily, but usually money,
Yeah.
like sales, like profit, like
Hmm.
real money. But people say we need sales, but they don't care about the leading KPIs, about visitors and conversion
Yeah.
rate and repeat purchase rate and all the things that build in the end sales, because sales, it's a result, right?
Of course, there are several things that come together in order to have sales.
Indeed, it's quite a simple equation. Number of people coming to your site, new or returning. From those, how many buy, and from those, what is the average
Yeah.
basket
Yeah.
value? And this is the you multiply these three and you get your sales. And then we go into a thing more finesse, and that is coming back to the initial discussion. You can't buy loyalty. So you can do a loyalty program, but unless you have a solid foundation, and this solid foundation is really easy to say and hard to be done, like, and is based on keeping the promise. So whatever the customer sees, you deliver. This is why the top player, one of the reasons the top player in Romania, EMAG, is grown so much, in my opinion, and that is because they did normal things, simple things really well. Like
Hmm.
when I place the order, I get the order at my door next day. Now I place the order at 11 in the evening and I get it in a locker in the 7 in the morning. So
Yeah.
these simple things, not easy to do, but simple things are the foundation. And unless you have this, there is no point in building a loyalty program upon a mushy
So stick
foundation.
to the things that you promise. Like when I say I have a 24-hour hotline and I'm calling at 3 at the night, the phone doesn't ring. That's not a promise. If I say I deliver in 3 days and it takes 5 days, also not fine. If I say
Indeed,
I have free delivery and then I'm in the cart and it costs money, also not
indeed.
what I.
Problem.
Oh, yeah, the problems.
And
Understood. Hmm.
these things can be solved so easily. Just picking up on your example about 24-hour call center.
Hmm.
So when we propose this as a foundation, this is not mandatory. This might come out from the surveys that nobody cares. So then why do it? But if people
Yeah.
do care, and then we have this challenge with our customers who say, yeah, but how can I pay somebody to be 24/7 there? And they stuck. How we say it, how we formulate it, they see a barrier, they see a wall, and they stop in
Hmm.
front of the wall instead of trying to go around the wall, or up the wall, under, to find a way to see what's behind the
Yeah. Yeah.
wall.
Hmm.
And in this very specific case, it's always to be solved. So there are dedicated call centers, companies that do only call center, and they have night service and random hours, or crazy hours service, and it's one guy on the phone who answers for 100 companies, because of course there is no calls in the night, but when
Yeah.
a person calls, it's there. It's not like they're paying full-time employee for 24/7. It's just a shared service from a special company.
But I didn't know. I didn't know about, I mean, shared service, I know about it, but that there's one person that works for several companies. I mean, you just need to figure out which number they dialed, and then you see, okay, this was the sports nutrition shop. So I have to say, hey, welcome to Seba's Sports Nutrition. How can I help you?
Indeed, it's that easy. And the fact that you answer the call, it's excellent enough. You don't need usually to go in real depths like accessing financial data and crazy stuff. But answering the phone and saying, I got your call, I will try to solve anything that it's within my power on the spot right now at 3 a.m. And what's in the power of more different
Hmm.
department, I will forward it and will come back in 24 hours with the answer. Because for call center, just speaking on your answer, for call center, you have two big KPIs, or at least you have many KPIs, but one of them very important is first time resolution.
Yeah.
So the number of the calls that are solved in the initial call rather than postponed and go to the
Yeah.
second call. So it's not hard, but you need to think about it, or you need a partner to think about all this for you and basically tell you what to do.
Sounds easy, isn't so easy.
Indeed, it's easy to say, harder to be
Yeah.
done.
Okay, so that was what you said, the simple things first. This is the foundation that I need for my business in order to do this.
Indeed, indeed. And also in the foundation, you have a little bit more stuff. Um, and that is connected to the fact that you might have physical stores as well
Mhm.
as an online store. And when you have these two sales channels, things get more complicated and you need to think about the entire experience. Let me share you an experience of mine from yesterday. So we are talking now. It's November 2023, right around Black Friday time.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday, I went to a moto equipment store to buy
Mm-hmm.
a motorcycle helmet.
Yeah.
And I found one, I tried it on. I had an excellent discussion with the guys. They helped me a lot. Really, really helpful guys. It was my first helmet, so I didn't really know what I wanted. And they said, we're riding motorcycles for 20 years. Just trust us because this is what we do. And I
Yeah.
trusted them. And I got the helmet and I said, just in case I go home and I try to fit it and it doesn't fit, or it does, I feel that it's not a good fit.
Mm-hmm.
Can I come back and return it? And they said, no, you cannot, because you bought it from the physical store. If you would have bought it online, you could come and return it. And of course, you can't wear it. But if it's new, like in the box, and nice, you can return it if you bought online. And I said,
Okay.
sure, I'll go in my car and I place an order online and you deliver it online. You will also pay the shipment fee because it's
Yeah.
maybe above a threshold. And then what's the point? And they said, yeah, but the rent here is so expensive. And yeah, I don't care. Nobody cares. It's
Of
only
course,
you that
nobody
care.
cares. They should have thought
Exactly.
about this by themselves. I mean, this is
Exactly.
not well thought through. What was it? The same price probably as when you order it online.
Same price, same price. And I spent my own money to go there, like
Yeah, the
traveling
gasoline and
there,
your
right?
time to go there. Of course, you got a good consulting from them.
Yes,
But
but
the
about
worst.
consulting.
Ah, okay.
Think about it. They exactly this is how they phrase it. But you came here, we offered you consulting, and it was really nice, really, really professional. And this costs money. And I said, yeah, but you got it the other way around. The baseline is the e-commerce store. You are offering something on top, which is great, which makes me buy from you. But
Yeah.
this is not something that you offer and then you ask me, yeah, but you can't return because I spoke with you for 5 minutes. It doesn't really make
And
sense.
the worst thing is now imagine you get home, you Google this helmet that you want, and then you see cheaper. I mean, then this entire effort that they put in their physical store and the good consulting gets wasted because they didn't have this return policy. And I mean, if they would have offered it, you would have directly bought it for sure.
Indeed, and then everybody, it's a little bit of a local topic, but needs to be said. Everybody say about the big players like Emag and the big players, yeah, but they're big. Yeah, but this is how they got big with little things, with giving an excellent customer service, and not saying you bought from offline, you can't return,
Yeah,
and saying by law it's 15 days returns, no questions asked from online, but we're
yeah.
going to give you 30 days or 60 days. You don't have to go crazy, but just take a step further and increase customer service. It's not only about transaction, this helmet, this money. It's the entire experience that matters.
Yes, the experience that you might buy the next time again at them because you had such a great experience, everything went smoothless, and there you go. Then you have a loyal customer if this works.
Indeed, indeed. And also on this topic, a bit on a tangent here. So buying a motorcycle helmet, it's an important thing it's a most important safety equipment that you can
Of
get.
course. Yeah.
And of course, you do some online research. And I did my research and I found an excellent source of information in
Hmm.
a very, I would guess, niche e-commerce store in UK who decided during the pandemic, because obvious reasons, to do some videos and explain why would
Yeah.
you get this helmet, why would you get this jacket or these boots, and they were so thorough and so good. I was unhappy that I could not actually buy the helmet from them and maybe somehow pay the extra price because they decided to go out of the European Union uh, in order to somehow pay back the information that they
Yeah. Yeah.
shared with me. And it's difficult to find this level of service and thinking about the customer, maybe in other countries, other industries.
Yes, I mean, this is a valued point. Yeah.
One thing that I promised to come back and I need not to forget is how you do your math regarding how much can you give in terms of loyalty points, and these loyalty points have some benefits. And
Yes,
the
of
first
course.
thing to yeah, first thing you need to start is with customer acquisition cost, which is a topic which I think we covered a bit in our previous
Mm-hmm.
discussion, and that is you need to know your customer acquisition cost. Some people say it's how much do I pay to Facebook or Google, but it's more complex than that. So it's not only the actual media budget from one side, there are
Yeah.
other connected expenses regarding customer acquisition. And as we know, you pay double, you pay to Google and to Facebook to get a sale
And
because
to the agency, I mean, to us, if
exactly to
we also take
to
something when we run campaigns.
exactly to RE7 Consulting. So they don't work for free. They have their own business. So
Yeah.
and you pay multiple times because you pay one time to Google, they come once, but then you pay to Facebook, maybe a remarketing or some kind of other activities, they come twice. So
Yeah.
you keep buying. It's not just per channel, it's per customer journey, which might have, maybe 10 touch points, maybe 10 clicks to
Yeah,
get to
depends how much you are doing. Yeah.
indeed. So you take this number and then you compare it with how much can you give in loyalty benefits. The good thing in loyalty benefits is that, let's take a simple example. If a customer costs 100 lei or 100 euro to be acquired, so first purchase,
Mm-hmm.
then you need to think what can you give for 99, I guess, right? In order to get the second
Yeah.
purchase. As simple as that. So to be cheaper. And the big and important thing is in loyalty programs is that you can have an expense of 99 lei, but the perceived value for the customer to be 150 lei. Because perceived value and actual value or actual cost that you incur to get that service are totally different things. Let me give you a simple example. Let's say on your web shop you have a threshold for free delivery, and people who buy under this threshold pay, let's say, 20 lei for delivery. But you
Mm-hmm.
don't pay 20 lei to the courier. You pay 11 lei to the courier. So you give the benefit of 20 lei, perceived benefit of 20 lei to the customer, but actual cost is 11 lei. So it's almost half of the
Yeah.
perceived
Yeah.
value. So you can play around a lot in loyalty programs with the difference between actual cost and perceived value.
So that would be the simplest, I guess, when I saying, hey, if you order over 50 RON or 50 euro, then you get, for example, free discount.
Indeed, or free product, or
Depends of
yeah,
course on your customer acquisition cost, your profit margin that you have for the product, and based on this, you can, for example, do this simple things.
indeed. And there are so many types of loyalty programs because people think of the simplest one, maybe, which is the simplest one. The most basic ones are called earn and burn, which means the customer earns points and then burns points to buy something
Mhm.
like a free product, like free delivery, like some kind of product or service, and the points are gone after he or she uses them.
Yeah,
Or the so-called tiered program, when you have silver, gold, and platinum customers, and when they get to a certain threshold, a certain tier, they get some benefits. But these benefits that they get, they don't get make their points go down. It's just they reach a threshold, and then for a while, a month, 6 months, a year, they have these benefits without losing
like
points.
with the cards for flying, for example, loyalty programs for flying, where you have
Indeed.
several things like, hey, I have so many miles, and now I'm have for 1 year this specific status that I can go to launch for free.
I'm not totally familiar with those programs. I guess they also have this status level. You get to a gold level and
Yes.
you have access to the business lounge or similar.
Yeah.
But I guess you can also buy stuff, because I
I can
remember
also,
from
with the miles that I
Lufthansa
collected.
catalog, you can buy a, I don't know, a
Yeah, they
bicycle.
have they have like status miles and miles that you collect, and with some miles you can also buy things, but you keep your status while you have the miles.
While you're buying things. So it's a
Yes,
combination.
it's a combination, exactly. It's a bit more complicated, but I just wanted to give an examples for our viewers that they have an idea what program you just described. So normally for the loyalty programs for airlines, this is something how they do this with the points.
Yeah, but these are the basic programs, and I
Yeah,
encourage people to start with the basic programs because they are easy to understand from customer perspective and quite easy to be implemented. But there
yeah.
are also advanced programs, and I will give you some examples. For example, there are this kind of, let's call them CSR programs. CSR means helping a good cause, like planting trees or helping kids in need. So whenever you buy something, a certain amount goes to a social cause.
Yeah.
Uh, I guess some of us remember a brand of shoes,
Mhm.
which is called Tom's, who had a very, very successful program saying, you buy a pair of shoes and we donate a pair of shoes to a person in need, which was amazing. Of course, the shoes were really expensive, but you felt like you're doing something good
Yeah.
for somebody else, not only getting a good pair of shoes.
Yeah.
So these kind of products are very, very nice. There are also the gamification programs where you don't get something real, but you get a status, you get a champion status, you get to be the first or top 10 year leaderboard. And
Or
this
a badge or
was,
something
or a badge.
on your
So
profile, or I don't know what. Yeah.
exactly. So top contributor or top, and this could be combined, for example, with experiential. I think I'm saying this right.
Yeah.
Benefits, like if you are have this special badge, top contributor or top buyer, then you are invited to the late night opening of the season sale. Actually, there was a program in Romania like this. When you had a certain status, which was not hard to be achieved, you were invited after hours the day before the promo started. So you could buy everything on promo, but the actual promo for everybody else only started tomorrow. So you could find your size.
Nice.
You can get some special products, and a couple of other interesting loyalty programs, not standard ones, are so-called coalition programs where complementary businesses get together. For example, I sell shoes, you say you sell jackets, and we do a loyalty program for both our companies because we are not competitors, and
Yeah.
people would like to do this. And
Ah, yeah.
one of the last ones mechanisms,
Mhm.
just sharing something. It doesn't
No, no,
have
no.
to
I just
go.
remember that this program, what you just mentioned, was the hospital, Regina Maria Mega Image. If you buy
Okay.
for, I don't know how much it was, 400 RON vegetables and fruits, you get 100 lei, or was even more discount when you do an X-ray or something.
Yeah.
So
So
something
this kind of,
that, yeah, total different businesses work together.
indeed, and this is has also a CSR component because it was health related. So you
Yeah.
buy fruits and veg, and then you get some kind of health benefit. So it has
Yep.
a health umbrella.
Yeah.
And lastly, there are more, but just for sake of
Hmm.
time,
Yeah.
are so-called paid loyalty programs, which are the best, the craziest from a financial perspective. So you ask people, customers, to pay you to get into your loyalty program.
Nice. And
So
you
the
would,
most,
now you would think like, who would do this? And then you say Amazon Prime, and everybody is
Amazon
like,
Prime does this and
oh
does
my
this for
gosh.
a while, and it
Yes,
was
yes.
there. If anybody care to read any of the Jeff Bezos related books, you could see that Amazon Prime was one of the driving forces of Amazon success. So it was incredible. Worked on a psychology level because people were investing. Maybe it was 99 euro per year or
It was
something,
even less. It was even less when they started. It
or
was
even
really
less.
low. Yeah.
So you said, I'm paying this amount, I might as well use it, right? Because you're getting free delivery and maybe even free fast delivery, no matter what the order. And people were placing orders to reap off the benefits of their initial investment. So really nice psychological mechanism here.
And of course, people would then buy more at Amazon than at another store because they don't have to pay for the delivery. Then
Exactly.
they came with this Prime Video and they added more things, so it became even more powerful. Of course, they had to increase the price, but you were not ripped off of it. You would say, wow, this is a great benefit for me because I have so many things included in this, and I'm willing to pay for getting these extra benefits.
Indeed. Indeed.
This is
Indeed.
this is like the Champions League, I would say. If you get your customers to pay for your loyalty program, I think this is the Champions League. If you reach this, it's like amazing for your business, because that means
Yeah.
like you have already a big customers, and all these things that you mentioned before, this foundation and so on. This is so well done that clients are so loyal that they want to pay you money for that.
Indeed. Indeed. What else?
Nice. I would like to know any tools or platforms you can recommend for managing loyalty programs.
Yes. So loyalty programs need to be well thought before, but
Yeah.
then a tool needs to manage the mechanism. Would it be earn and burn? Would be tiered? Would be any kind of mechanism? Then manage the actions that the customer needs to do, like buy in order to get points, review a product, or anything that they do or anything that they are, because you could, for
Hmm.
example, give points when it's their birthday, and it's also
Yeah.
part of points gathering mechanism. And then uh, it's how much they get. So if I place an order, I get 100 points. So this relationship between the action and the number of points, and the entire conditions system, like if I buy, do I get the points now or after the 15 days return time?
Yeah.
And then if I do return, do my points get out of my account, or they still are still there because maybe I returned because there was a mistake from the e-commerce store side? And if I get a voucher, is it a voucher only for me, or is the voucher that I can give to Sebastian and also use a
Yeah. Yeah.
happy Black Friday vouchers? All these conditions need to be managed. And then the fourth thing is the rewards. What she gets from this, and that means uh, products, like a free product in your order, and
Hmm.
services or experiences, or ego emotions, like I'm the first in a leaderboard. It's just
Yeah.
emotional approach. So you need a tool to manage this. Also, this tool needs to be able to properly communicate the loyalty program to your customers. And for communication, you need, or we prefer, direct channels, because it's quite hard to communicate on the big internet, on Google and
Yeah.
Facebook, the loyalty program for one person. You need a direct channel, and this direct channel is email marketing, is SMS, is push notifications, is maybe a widget on your web shop that pops up and says, "Hi Sebastian, welcome back to our shop. You
Hmm.
are on silver level. If you place an order for 100 lei, you can get to your gold level, and the gold level has free delivery no matter what." So this kind of constant communication. So again, we do recommend a tool which has all these functionalities, and a tool who is very reasonably priced. But again, I would like from your listeners to make the effort and ask about the tool in the comments, rather than just give it upfront, and then we can have a chat and show them how
Or
it
they
works.
reach out to you. I mean, it's really
Or
important
to me, yeah.
because if I'm a small or medium-sized business, I mean, all the things that you just mentioned. This is so complex. I mean, it sounds pretty expensive, but as I understood, it's not so expensive. It's not so hard to do. Um, so the best would be to speak directly with you in order to consult them to see if they have the foundation, what you just said. I mean, to do all the necessary steps that you just explained to our audience in order to help you to set up a successful loyalty programs for their business.
Indeed, an important thing, because I know people are busy, is that we are offering everything. It's all included. So it's not like I'm gonna give you homework. No, I'm gonna do everything from for you, from the all the perspectives, like data analysis, strategy, financial, legal, technology, commercial. Everything is done for you, and you just say yes, it's okay, or no, I need a little bit of change. Also, the technology is on our side. So we provide the services, the thinking, the doing, and the technology. Everything in one.
Nice. And I guess you also do the calling with the Google Forms and so on for the
Everything is
customers?
done on our side. We talk with your customers. You are welcome to listen, but it's again an all inclusive service. We do everything for you. We do the creative. We do the layouts. We do, of course, align to your brand. We do, when I say everything, it's we do everything, because we get this question a lot when you talk with our customers.
Mhm.
Yeah, but what do I have to do, or what would my team have to do? It's like nothing. Just answer a question every week. Like, is it okay? Yes or no? Make a change, but you don't have to do
And
stuff.
probably an initial call where you ask lots of questions to ask for the material that you need in order to start your job. I mean, you need access to Google Analytics in order to analyze,
Yeah, some
like simple
administrative
things.
stuff need to
Yeah.
be done to give us access to
Yeah.
Google Analytics, of course. But this is like I don't 2 minute job
Of
for us.
course. So, thank you very much, Cosmin. I think that was a great lecture, a great uh,
Thank
episode
you.
to learn more about loyalty programs for e-commerce. How can our listeners connect with you and learn more about e-commerce masters? I guess via your link on ecomasters.net.
Yeah, it's very easy. Ecomasters.net. You can write us online. You can also find me, Cosmin Costea, on social media, and drop me a message there on any social media, from LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, any social media, and reach out and say, yeah, let's talk, and then we help you.
Awesome. Thank you very much again. Great insights from my point of view. I hope our listeners and viewers see the same. Write your comments, ask questions. And I think it's not the last time that we saw you on one of our episodes at RE7 Talks. The next
Thank you.
one
Looking forward.
will come for sure. We just need to figure out what we want to speak about. Thank you very much, Cosmin. Have a nice day and see you on our next podcast.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.